Okay, hi YouTube. So I'm recording a video middle of stream for not for account review or viewer abyss or anything. I kind of just got tired of having to constantly explain to chat why Childe is a morally great character, okay? So my first proof. Hold up. Let's find the Lewa Archon quest first. So everything he did, I will pull up proof so people can't dispute my claims. So, okay. So when we meet Childe, the first thing he tells us is, "Don't trust me, I'm a bad guy." But here you go, here you go.
Did she just say Rexlop? This is
I'm not sure exactly. Sometimes all money can buy is things, and not a name for oneself. All I know is that it's a sigil. A sigil to keep the mighty and illuminated Adepti from bringing harm to you.
Adepti?
Which he tells us the truth about this.
If you head north from the harbor, then west from Guili Plains, you will eventually reach a...
Okay.
One of the harbingers!
Here we go. This is the part I'm talking about.
No, don't worry. I'm not looking for a fight. Nothing to kill. Senora gave you quite the bad impression, huh? Pfft, that woman. Can't say I'm a fan either. Right. Let's forget all about her, shall we? I'm here to help you.
Obviously, the Traveler's very antagonistic and attacking him, and Childe
not
is
a
obviously
bad guy.
telling the truth here.
Oh, okay,
But
perhaps...
again, he has not once given us a reason to doubt his words, because from the beginning he says, "I'm not a bad guy. Okay, perhaps I'm kind of a bad guy, but I'm not here to give you any trouble." He says that from the get-go. We shouldn't trust him. He's a bad dude. He says that, alright? So, we know from the get-go the guy is being honest with his intentions, okay? So, when we get to this part, which people are like, "Oh, he was trying to drown Liyue, blah, blah, blah." Okay, but it wasn't until this scene... Yes, he does admit he was using us to get closer to the Exuvia because he wanted to get the Gnosis. That's in the boss fight. But again, I'm not biased. This is all information you guys all have at the Lewa Archon quest. But again, listen to what he says here.
One another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Again, his quest, by order of the Tsaritsa, was to get the Geonosis. And what we do know, chat, is we know that he's a puppet on strings and he's being made to dance by Senora and Zhongli behind the scenes. All he knows is he has to do whatever he can to get the Gnosis. Hi, Ash.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with.
So again, Childe is a smart dude, and I understand, Chad. I understand people like to hate on Childe, but he's genuinely a smart guy. He understands that if it's not in the body of Rex Lapis, where would it have to be? And then hold on, let me copy this timestamp so I get back here in a bit. But what does he say to us over here? Hold on, chat, because when I first played the Lewa Archon quest, I had the same exact thought. Okay, he straight up says.
I'd to have diplomats that
Hold
come
on.
around acting the way yours do towards the Knights of Favonius.
Here, let me give you this.
Okay, we skip this part.
From the car. As such, offerings to no need for belief.
To admit it, but you're fit to...
Fact that the Adepti truly exist.
But why would we...
Little friend, there are plenty of reasons more, but you already have... But how could a mere mortal kill a...
Here, this part right here. How could a mere mortal kill a god that can sweep aside entire nations? Rex Lapis never gave up his power as a god. So, we do know, he even wonders how Rex Lapis died. And again, when I played through the Archon quest, I was like, wait, Rex Lapis, you know, he's the martial god. He rained down spears of stone. Like, he made Guyan Stone Forest. How did this guy just fall out of the sky dead? Like, again, it just seems kind of weird. So even this guy already has, like, sussy thoughts about, you know, like, what's going on. There's obviously more happening behind the scenes. Anyway, let's go back to that timestamp where Tartaglia says...
To begin with.
It was never in the Exuvia because he thinks we had it. We never did, and we tried to tell him.
In fact,
and he's being rational now by listening to the Traveler. And he says the Exuvia might just be a diversion.
Sorts.
What? So you mean
And here, the Traveler is actually a smart individual. I know people kind of hate on the Traveler or whatever, but the Traveler is smart. The Traveler isn't like politically able to play like the game of chess with other like political figures, but they understand, hi Eric, that they understand what to lead the point Childe is making. And again, Childe isn't just a battle maniac, he is a political figure in Snezhnaya. Like the dude is smart, he knows how to play the political game. I know people like to dog on the dude, but he's actually genuinely a smart person if you watch how his quests are. Like the guy doesn't make any dumb stuff. So again, he just implies Rex's life. We as the Traveler confirm it ourselves. Rex Lapis still lives, the corpse was fake.
that
So he already knows. So now he's like,
Yes, it
who is
appears
it and
so.
where is it?
Interesting to see. Capital of commerce.
So again, keep watching. The dude knew what he was doing.
He's also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
Again, what he said is what I was talking about. Childe is a political figure. He knows how to play that mind game, okay?
As such,
See, CA3 say thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would.
But okay, here's the thing, Wild. He says, I never wanted to do this. I just wanted to take the Gnosis out of the Exuvia, but my orders are orders. I have to get the Geonosis. I have to have a very drastic plan. So here's the thing. Okay, so we're going to make bullet points, chat. So he was going to take it out of the Exuvia. It failed because it's not in the Exuvia. Yes, we are all there. Okay, cool. Then he's like, okay, so if Rex Lapis is alive because we both have determined he is, then I need to draw him out. And how are we going to draw him out? By trying to drown Liyue. He had no intention of trying to harm the people and the innocent civilian. And again, hold on, he says it right here.
Never come to this. For the weak will
He
be
doesn't
swept
want to
away in
kill
the
weak people.
process.
He gets his thrill
The
off
truth
fighting
is,
strong
the world
opponents.
belongs-
He didn't even try to like kill us until we made him angry when he thought we had the Gnosis, but again, we did it. Okay, so again, he only did it to draw out Rex Lapis, and again, once he drew out, here's the thing: if his theory was correct, and he did indeed draw out Rex Lapis would have put a stop to Asile with the snap of the fingers. And we know that because it is confirmed by both Zhongli and Signora. Two powerful characters. And Zhongli himself says like, yeah, it's not a big deal. That's why I held on to the Gnosis. Because if your plan is gonna put my people in danger, because we do know that Zhongli loves his beloved Liyue, he would do anything to save it, okay? So, it makes sense that he would use this drastic plan. It's drastic plan for drastic measures, alright? Let's keep going.
Belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods.
And
as
here,
the
again,
tree
he doesn't want to do it, but he has to.
Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
Do we make it in time?
So again, he summons Asile.
Would Childe?
And this is what people don't understand.
Humans would have once again changed the place beyond
Here's where people stop paying attention and start villainizing Childe, okay?
recognition. Fair enough.
So we're like, okay, fuck, let's go to the Northland Bank because we still have to deal with Childe. Okay, here we go.
Right.
The we were snipped to the bottom.
So again, we're just gonna fast forward up here, get to the Snezhnayan Bank.
To think of it, tell
And you know, this
Okay.
cooperation between harbingers. Cooperation involves communication.
Obviously, Childe himself has said in his character stories, I do not like manipulating people because he likes to tell the truth and be honest. And when he says cooperation involves communication, again, from the beginning, he said, I am a bad person. Do not trust me. This guy just wanted to communicate.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Childe. And you.
too. I believe we've met one for my name, that it must have been rather hard to forget.
Okay, she's talking about Venti. We don't care about that.
Powers of all seven harbingers are here.
Since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui.
Led you, but I never had anything.
See, again, he says, I may have misled you, but I had nothing against you personally. He lied by omission, chat. And that is so hypocritical to hate Childe by lying by omission, by leaving details out on why he sent us on the wild goose chase to find the Adepti and how to do these certain things. Again, because he wanted to get to the Exuvia. He lied by omission. You know who else lies? Venti. Venti knows a lot about our sibling, yet nobody gives a fuck that that man is also lying by omission, but they want to villainize Childe for doing it.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well...
Again, here's the thing too. Even in Fontaine, the Traveler is wary of Childe because of these interactions. And he says, it's up to you to hold it against me. He is not mad about how our situation happened at the Golden House. He does not hold that against us because he knows he is a pawn on the chessboard and he was doing his job, and you, as like the hero, were trying to stop him.
Hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me.
Stop wasting time. You remember the no.
Okay, so here it is.
That
So
which
again,
is solid as stone.
Harmonious.
The gnosis to the...
Give it as agreed upon.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far?
okay, here we
with
go,
that
chat.
fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you to live.
And then stirring them together.
Best world for more than 6,000
Here you guys go. Here's the
years.
explanation.
It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. The passing of time had not been until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." Have I already finished my duties?
So Zhongli's having his existential crisis. That's why he wants his retirement plan.
Oh, Zhang...
I soon did Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long. Test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Childe, the Adepti, and the Liyue
Again,
Chieftain.
if people are hating Childe, but he was being manipulated behind the scenes to do these certain things and being pushed in these ways to make this happen.
To play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Continued to safeguard the Gnosis until
Again.
now. That's right. It's Liyue.
Listen to this, chat.
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would say...
Okay, I'm gonna say this and repeat this line because a lot of people seem to skip over this. Zhongli admits he had safeguarded the Gnosis. It was in his possession the entire time Childe was out doing his thing. And Paimon even says, you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control.
Simply appear
And again,
use your
Senora, the opposing nation, says,
divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too.
it would have been all too easy for him.
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when
Hi, Plato.
faced with the death of its deity.
Again, he was orchestrated to pull off this big thing, but he never wanted to do it. But orders are orders, and Childe is a soldier who does follow orders. These are things he all says about himself, and we know him not to be a liar because everything he has said, he has been honest for. So, I'm just saying, everybody's saying, oh, Childe is a terrorist. Childe is an evil character. Why don't we get Dottore over Childe? Childe does have redeeming qualities. He follows orders. He doesn't just be an asshole to be an asshole like Dottore is, who does like child experimentations. Again, it's not an excuse. It's literally stuff he said. Like these are all like facts that people are just completely ignoring, and it's he has to do what his Tsaritsa wants because again, she's like his leader. She's the archon. She's the god of his nation. He has to obey her. That's just how it is. Like he those are things he didn't want to do, you know? And it's not like he could just disobey the Tsaritsa because again, Pulcinella, another harbinger, is watching his family. And if Childe steps out of line, the Fatui we know are pretty relentless. So we do know, like, what if Childe disobeys? What if they attack his family and go after them? We know from Childe's story quest that he cares a lot about his family to a point where he lies to his brother very openly and wants the traveler to lie with him to make sure that his kid brother doesn't know the real like terrorizing things that he does as a harbinger, because that's not he wants to like protect his innocence, because as you guys know, Childe fell in the abyss at 14 and he kind of got his childhood dreams ripped away. That's why he's so adamant about protecting Tusers and lying for him. Yes, it's not okay to lie, but he's protecting his brother. And let's be honest, we would all lie to protect our siblings. So I'm just saying, I don't think Childe is. Yes, he did try to drown the harbor, but he knew it was fine. That was something he admitted. Before he even summoned Osile, by the way, he says, I'm going to draw out Rex Lapis, let me pull out Osile. And Signora and Zhongli both confirm that it would have been so easy if it got out of hand and nobody could stop it. Out of the Chising, the Adepti, the Traveler, then Zhongli would have just done it himself. Liwa was never in any real danger, chat. So, again, his intention was not to drown the harbor. The intention was to draw out Rex Lapis. He was never going to let that harbor drown because he knew there was going to be someone, whether it be Rex Lapis or otherwise, protecting that harbor. So please stop saying the dude is a terrorist, okay? He's complex, and I understand literacy is dead. People can't read, or they just don't care because they hate Childe. But please get your information correct if you're going to argue with me about Childe. Thank you.